Once, when we were way back when, we took our only family photo at an Olin Mills in the side of a Sears Roebuck. There were 11 of us. We were shaped like breakfast. Biscuits, mostly. American biscuits. Don't call me a scrambled egg if you want to keep your teeth. That day, we were each allowed one bad choice from the bargain rack. Summer clothes that lasted a single wear before we stained them green with grass in the knees. Hands scraped from breaking falls. Breaking falls because always falling. Being dirty was never in question. Being poor was a rumor we believed in. All the aunts, all the cousins, all those cheeks. No one's father turned up, and it turned out to be a pretty good picture for loud people who only talk that way to distract you from the stains they are wearing. Worn out, I got it backwards and made a career directly addressing stains. I have enjoyed my job, mostly. Shit gets clean. I mean, look how happy I am. Now, get me out of this goddamn body. When we tried to leave Sears Roebuck, Aunt Trudy was stopped and questioned for shoplifting a pair of jeans. That day, she didn't do it. All parties involved were very surprised. That was the same day my cousin Justin slammed his finger in the car door and broke it. He screamed so loud I dreamed about cough syrup. He was unwilling to love us again until we could get him proper help. We haven't seen Justin in years. Before that, we were playing freeze tag around bossy drunk folks at a family reunion where the unhealthiest among us were given the most respect. I suspect by that point, I had already surrendered to shock treatment, the kind passed down from one unfortunate belief to another. So the thing about believing in what you were told to believe in is that you were told to believe it. I was 9. Today, I am 39, trying to figure out how to write this letter to a family of survivors and praise them cleanly. We are still growing out of these clothes we chose every Sunday, dressed like faded blue Christmas trees in an attempt to oblige the unwritten dress code of rigid white Baptists who do not clap for the singer when the singer finishes feeling a hymn with her voice out loud. Lily white whipped and fresh off a farm we never owned until Aunt Tina and Uncle Bobby bought cows once. When we were way back when. Before Morgan was born, before Jess or David and Tommy, our sweet little 350-pound paranoid schizophrenic overlord, Mima Verne, Lillian Laverne Montgomery, my grandmother, was at the Rusk State Mental House subject to years of shock treatments, the kind passed down from mouth gags made out of thick cotton batting and snake oil, to scrambled egg after scrambled egg after scrambled egg, back before that was widely accepted as a really bad idea. Her holy Texas chainsaw, her leather, her heart. Her love was afraid to tremble, but it did, y'all. She shook the room when she walked and spoke in great grief catastrophes. The government lived in her ceiling vents. Crazy is an easy word to say. The devil is an easy name to speak. Darkness is a super artsy concept. I will enter through the mouth with a splintered flagpole and butt fuck your ancestors if you ever come near my cousins, Doctor. Sundays, Laverne would roll all 7 grandchildren into a dust cloud and walk us from her house in Kilgore, Texas, for 10 minutes, all the way over to the church next door. We were always late. We were always fever and light. Exhaustion was never in question. On Sundays, each week, she would anchor the end of a pew, unravel a roll of lifesavers, and pass them down to spare each of us 30 seconds of Brother John's boredom, suck a mint, freshen our death, while she ate a banana and smacked it like there was good oatmeal stuck to the sides of her tongue. back when God was still a bad father, before the Lord finished clearing his throat of the dark ages, when I didn't know the color of my skin was such a murderer, before I realized how deeply my people hurt the earth, using words that rhymed with trigger, deeds that rhymed with bang. Mother, lover, gospel fucker, privilege is an unpayable debt. You owe me nothing. I didn't even see it coming. I never even saw it coming. When my cousin Lacey passed me the hymnal book, laughed under her breath, and pointed to a song called I'm Going Home, I laughed so hard I got fat and ate drugs for 25 years, too terrified to wake up because what if the gay gets worse? Joy can be so insulting. It was everyone's equal fault, Damon. In case no one ever told you, you should have never been yelled at in the first place. You were an angel, so perfect. I put the word angel in my poem and that shit is real uncomfortable for me, boy. We do not need the South to understand us. We need the South to understand itself. Animals, even the filthy ones, they only say what they need to. I am talking to tell you to stop, family. Fasten your breath to your bodies and watch. If we accept these bodies, this will all be over. It's never not been a good heart. Deliver us from the overworked language and our poor excuses. Having lived a shitty life does not mean you've seen it all. You've seen a ton of shittiness. Look alive, cousins. Prove nothing and call it grace. Let's all spread out and search this place for the best ways out of Houston without carrying each other's anger. Good God, when I try to remember what came before us, before this life, I sometimes get caught up in how nervous my family was to finally get to be with each other in this world. Effective coping skills. They weren't affordable when we were kids and nobody ever got any for their birthday, but we do have a picture of a people trying so hard, smiling, loudly, shaped like breakfast. Scrambled eggs, mostly. Once, when we were way back when, after Lynn picked his own switch, after Laney moved out, before Jay went into corrections, Laverne left this world. Rise and shine.